Good morning, everybody. Trust your evening went well. It was a hot one here last night in Wichita. Saw 102 on the cars thermometer when I was out driving late. Felt like it too. Humidity was down a little bit, about 55%, so still pretty easy to sweat when you're outdoors moving around. We left yesterday's market wanting to buy 7s to 11. The overnight session low was 10.5. So, as usual, the overnight session really provides unusual opportunities for those that will trade it. You can trade it with limit buys and sells and protective stops. It's a great market. It trades technically, and usually will continue what happened in the day session, especially if it starts in the United States and in Europe. Okay, we have structurally right over here these single prints, which start from 20 and go to 25. That is resistance. So starting out this morning and wanting to sell failure to take out 24, 20 to 24. So selling 20s to 24 looks like the first trade, and 27 to 31. Now, I don't really... during auction week, I really favor structurally the buy side of the market because that's where the action is. The market's not going to be lower come Thursday. And we talk about the knob spread having a shot at making 16 to 32 ticks. Last cycle it was 32 ticks. If you'd entered it yesterday, you would have come in the market in the 11 point area. When I took it down to 11, 15. Almost $500 in a day. So this knob spread is one to really pay attention to. And it's a way for you swing traders to profit and not screw up your day trading, and you can designate brokers. This trade will go on anti-spread. Then that way you're not going to mess anything up. On the buy side, I like buying against 12 the best. But these markets can be strong. So we're going to put buy number 1. It's very aggressive at 13 to 17. Really like this 13 area leading against this high volume area right there. So a limit buy at 13, I think is a pretty good trade. And then 5 to 9. Okay, the news this morning is jolts. Nobody pays any attention to that. It's supposed to be a surrogate. How strong the employment market is, and they're looking for 4.40, I believe, in job openings. It's a number that's fairly easy to smooth to the number that you want. I mean, everything now that comes out of our government agencies is open to question, and the politics behind it. It really started in the Clinton era when it became politicized. It was continued in the Bush era, and in the Obama era, and who knows. So again, that's the beauty of the profile. You don't have to know who, you don't have to know why. You can just see that they are, and you join them. So the knob spread is a good way to participate on a swing trade basis. I don't think anybody pays attention to jolts today. 3-year auction will be driving the market. Prices do go up and down, but 3-year auction. Actually, most of this year, the 2 and 3-year auction is low for the auctions. Whatever auction price they have. So this area right here would be prime buy territory. It's on the rest of on the buy at 13. But during the auction cycle, we like the long side of the market hell a lot better than we do the short. Okay, the knob spread has been expanding. That means we can be a little more aggressive on our buys. on the 30-year and a little less aggressive sells on the 30-year. Structure's the same as the note. Have a pretty clear spill right here. So the really good resistance in the 4 to 8 area. So we'll this failure to get through 8, then 11 to 15, and we sell 2. On the buy side, good volume down here at 20, now we're at 136 even. So got this single print at 28. So very aggressively, the buy is 25 to 29. We like 25 now, better than 29, but it's where the single print is. And then 17 to 21. But I have a feeling that 2024 is where it's going to be. Buying against 24, I think it's a pretty good trade. Okay, gold was up overnight. Again, the government is officially printing more money today because every month our deficit is roughly $100 billion. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more. We have a deficit of $1 trillion each year. $1 trillion divided by 16 trillion gives you how much they give $1 each year. It's good for the Fed, it's good for the government because every 50 years they cut their debt load in today's dollars in half. So if they would quit borrowing in 50 years, we wouldn't have a debt of $17 trillion. We have debt of, in real terms, about $8.5 trillion. That would be a good thing. But what doesn't happen is they don't quit spending. They use that as an excuse to spend more. And you ask yourself, how do the wealthy prosper? Pretty much under all economic conditions, under deflation or depression, as they say in Detroit. They own fixed income as a part of their portfolio. Under inflationary times, they own real estate and stocks as a part of the portfolio. So 100% into everything. So up economies, down economies, sideways economies. Just because of the structure of their portfolios, they can prosper. And you hear these cries, the rich get richer. A great deal of the rich getting richer is based on just the structure of their portfolios. Okay, we left last night wanting to sell 23s, 25s. We're in that sell zone right now, so sell one will be 25 plus or minus. Don't think there's enough news anywhere in the world to really kick or explode this thing out to the upside. The Ukrainian government is moving to take the West control from the rebels with Russia's tacit support. Russia's gotten what they want out of the deal, and so we've got resistance really at 25 to 30, which I think probably has a pretty good chance of holding on. So we're selling 25 plus or minus, 30 plus or minus. On the buy side, we're buying 18s, 20s, and then 13s to 15s. I think we're going to have a quiet day in gold, but given the fact that both the U.S. and the ECB are printing money, which is printing money and encouraging weaker dollars, weaker euro dollars. So. Gold should hold its trading range. The euro is really quiet overnight. France is preparing for their national holiday on July 14th. Europe is thinking about vacations. in August. So things were actually pretty quiet out of Europe. So this 15 to 25 is it's turned out to be pretty solid resistance. Yesterday we upped it. We wanted to sell 25s to 35, so it could go a little higher. It didn't. So we're going to make 15 to 25, sell 1, sell 2, 40 to 50. It's pretty solid. On the buy side, we have this area over here. I think we're looking at a quiet market, so we'll make maybe stops below 80, 70 to 80, buy 1. Fairly aggressive, and then 50 plus or minus for buy 2. Very comfortable at 50. 75 maybe all the market gives it some. Then very quiet trading, definitely summertime for European currencies. And we see that with our European exchange. Thinking more about vacations than they are about trading. And, the real markets run from Labor Day through Memorial Day, where you got the liquidity and full complement of players. Okay, crude oil is reflecting that Russia is no longer outwardly trying to take over the Ukraine. And early on in our estimate about what Russia would do, they would go in and take a province. It would make a lot of noise. They would show Ukraine and take anything, anytime they wanted, then they would back off. And that's been the play that they've done. Right now, Russia talks conciliatory terms because they've gotten what they want. They've made their point. I really like the 102.50 buy area. I think it's a 105 plus, 102 minus market right now. We left wanting to sell 50s to 75s overnight. I think it's still a good buy. It is very, very aggressive in our 104, 104 and quarter. Sell 2. I think eventually we do hit the 102.50 area. It's a pretty strong attractor. And it's there as long as the fighting doesn't escalate anywhere. And things are pretty quiet in Iraq, too. I think that we're going to eventually get there. All subject to, a single headline. You got to be careful. So I still don't like being short gold and crude at the close of the business day, the day session. Okay, everybody's favorite contract, we left yesterday's market wanting to sell 70 to 72 with the idea that we were going to get down and at least test the 65 area. And where did the 65, 67 support area, which was our buy last night, come from? Came from volume. The high volume number, most recent in the market spending. So we got this volume in the 65, 66 area. If we can take this out, we have this attractor down here at 53. And then we had this very, very low volume number down here at 61. So I'm going to give it a little bit of room. We may have to buy 65, 67, but we'll make buy 1, 60, 62. And then buy 2 against this high volume number. 55, 57. Give it a little bit of room if it breaks down. Now, having said that, it may take a 65 to get in. We don't have any news today. I find my overall thinking, as you all well know, is that we have to retest the 55 to 60 area before we can bring new money into the market. If that holds, that's where the breakout comes from. Then new money will flow into the market. Or we get a big piece of news that can't be ignored. This really isn't big news. So I think we're definitely dealing with a B, another B on volume from yesterday. Overnight we're dealing with a B, so I think the trade is short. On the sell side, we're at 69. Basically, we're going to do what we did for the sell 70-72 area. And then our 74, 76 for a little yesterday. The JOLTS news is the only news that we have on tap. It does not usually have any impact on the market, as you would expect. And so the issue is, can we bust the 65 area? If we can't bust the 65 area, then we're going to have to get long to see if we can get through 70, 72. It'll take at least 15 minutes, 20 minutes to get everything done. I'm going to get busy on that. I'm going to be back as soon as possible. In the meantime, good day.